Hello everyone, my name is Beth. This is Busy Bee Stitches, and this is my first stash dive in my series of stash dive videos. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to show you all of these patterns. So today we are just looking at autumn and Halloween patterns. And my autumn patterns do not include my Thanksgiving patterns. That will go over next month. So I'm going to go through autumn first, and I'm going to go by size. So we're going to start with my smallest size category, which is mini. These are charts that when the dimensions are squared off are between 0 to 50 stitches in size. So first we have two kits. These are the Timely Trinket kits. They all have like a wooden box inside of them. They have the fabric and the floss that you need, although the fabric is tiny, so either hope that you stitch in hand or get a tiny, tiny hoop, and the pattern is all in here. So I have both the November and the September. The November is this adorable pumpkin with a pumpkin box on the side. And then this one is fall leaves. It says fall y'all, and the box has, I don't know if you can see that, the box has leaves. Now, this pattern, that guy that's in the leaf pile, I think he looks so weird. His skin is like literally white and his hair is just like straight across his head. I'm not a fan of him. I'm gonna have to fix him. But I like the idea and I like the little wooden box. So that's these two. These came from, these are designed by Suzanne Brakefield, and I bought them from Joseph's Workshop, although I have seen them in other shops as well. But Joseph's Workshop, I believe, is the maker of the actual like wooden boxes. All right, next thing is I've got two Bent Creek charts. I have October curls, and this one, of course, is got a little card blocking it. There we go. This one is November twirls. So these are the two. So these are both by Bent Creek, and these are in the Charts and Snaps collection, and they come with the snaps that go on the chart. It's really fun to have little mini projects, I think. Next, we have this chart. It's called Pumpkin Harvest Berry by Erica Michaels. And this I got while doing the Erica Michaels berry finishing class at Needlework Galleria in 2019. And it's a super, super simple chart. She wanted it to be really fast to stitch up and to be able to stitch on pretty much any fabric that you have. It's kind of hard to really see what it looks like, but it's really just those two pumpkins and a little blackbird. And this came with all of the finishing materials as well. So once I stitch this up, it'll be super easy to get all of that finished. And it came with all the instructions because I took it with her class. Okay, so now we have some digital charts in the autumn mini category. We have Pumpkin Harvest. This came out of the Just Cross Stitch October 2020 issue. It's got some really beautiful specialty stitches in it. I really can't wait to stitch this. This is by Janet Bryant Groves. And those fat little pumpkins, I just can't get over them. They're so cute. And then finally we have Little Fall Fling by Loohoo Stitches. And this is just a really cute little project. So those are all the minis. Moving on to Autumn Smalls. So I'm using my Google Keep to load up all the projects that I have. All right. So first, in the size small category, we have Philanthropic Pumpkin by Hands On Designs. This is a full kit. I got this at Needlework Galleria 2021, and I believe it was exclusive to that. She might have sold a few on her Etsy, but I don't think you can get this anymore. And it has all the finishing instructions also. I'm a little scared of this, but hoping I can do it. Next, we have something out of this book. This is Blackbird's Winds of Autumn, Blackbird design. And so as I mentioned in my intro video, I will take a picture of something out of a magazine or a book that I want to stitch. And so this is one of those. I just think this is so pretty, and I've seen this stitched in different colors or like 2 colors, and I just think that's really pretty. So I'll probably do this in like an orange and black. Next, we have Leafy Sidewalks by Erica Michaels. This is a new pattern. I got this at Galleria 2021. And it comes with the charts for both of these, but I'm just gonna do this pillow, which is why I've put this in the small category. The other one is much larger, but I'm just gonna do this small one. And it says, "Leaves are falling, autumn is calling." And I just really love the, I don't know if you can see it very well, but the acorn, the pine cone, the pine cone row. I just really love that. Oh, there is acorns at the bottom. I think those are so cute. I'm going in kind of a weird order, but I'm just like going in whatever order I'm seeing. So next we've got Autumn Woods Sampler. This came out of a Just Cross Stitch. It was the December 2017 issue. This is designed by Lois Winston. And I think it's super cute, very, very easy because it's monochromatic, and I could stitch this in whatever color I want, which is awesome. And I have a thing for little woodland animals. I think they're adorable. Next we have the Seasons series by Lila Studio. Is it Lila Studio? I think I've been saying it wrong. I think it's Lila Studio. So here we go. This is the autumn. I have all of them, but since this is the autumn episode, I'm just showing this one. Also from Lila Studio, I have Gathering Acorns. Look at those little squirrels. They're so cute, and the variegation in these leaves is stunning. Next we have a bookmark. This was a freebie, I believe, by Doreen Jones, and those leaves have a deceptively large number of colors in them. I think each of those leaves have 3 or 4 colors per leaf. But I just think it's really pretty, and the border is actually like metallic gold, and I just think it's gorgeous. Speaking of freebies, we have a couple more. I have a freebie from the Work Basket. This is called Quaker Acorn, and I saw the model of this at Keepsakes in Ohio, and when I was there for StitchCon, and I absolutely loved it, and I was asking around and nobody knew where to get the chart. Well, it turns out it was a freebie. But you can see, hopefully on the screen I'm showing that there's what the chart looks like the way that it's charted, and then the picture that I saw at Keepsakes. So this is a really good example of, excuse me, I have the hiccups. The line continues from the intro into this video. I filmed them back to back. So this is a really good example of notes that I will put in Google Keep so that I remember them. So my note in Google Keep says that the model at Keepsakes looks like they used the tummy of the workbasket penguin freebie, and they put that in like the lower half of the acorn instead of what's charted. And I really like that better than the charted version, honestly. I think the leaves in the top of the acorn are really cool, but then the bottom of the acorn looks much cleaner with the way that it was done at Keepsakes. So I think I'm going to do that. And since both of those are freebies, it's really easy to just download them both and combine them. So I will do that based off of the picture that I have of the model at Keepsakes, and I think that will be beautiful. I'll pick a variegated brown that's in my stash and have fun. I've got another freebie here to show you. This is Autumn Morning by Maria Bravko. I got this off of Maria Bravko's Facebook group. She puts freebies in there from time to time, and I actually joined her Facebook group for this pattern because I saw it on Instagram, and I went searching. I looked through her whole Etsy and I couldn't find it, and I was like, where did this come from? And finally I found it. I want to stitch this like right now. I love this chart. It's so pretty. I think it's still available if you like it too. All right, next from Bob Meow. This is It's Okay to Rest. I got this off of Etsy, and I just think it's beautiful. And again, this is one that I would like pick up and stitch right now. All right, continuing on the theme of digital charts. Have I skipped one? Nope, we're all good. Okay, continuing on the theme of digital charts, we have Autumn Voyage. This is by Olga Nyazeva? I don't know if I said that right. I'll put it on the screen. I got this from mybobbin.com. And I was just scrolling through their website and I saw this and I was like, it's fall and a snail. I don't know what else I need in my life. Like, this is everything I could possibly want. I just think it is so great. And of course, you know, it's a Russian designer, so it's going to, or maybe Ukrainian, but it's gonna have lots of partial stitches, lots of back stitch, but I'm not afraid. I can't wait. We have another Maria Bravko. I did purchase this one. This is Autumn Sampler, and I got this off of her Etsy, and I absolutely love this chart. This is just like fall, all the fall things that I love. It's so cute. And I've seen this done on colorful fabrics rather than the neutral color, and I really like how those look. So I might do that on like on a green or maybe even a blue. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. All right, we got a couple of more freebies here. We have Pumpkins for Kathy. This is from Snowflower Diaries. I'm pretty sure this was free. I'm almost certain this was free. Snowflower Diaries has a lot of awesome free charts available. And I just love their patterns. This little bunny is so cute, and I just love it. I think it's really cute. And then we have Pumpkin Carriage by Owl Forest. This is a freebie by Owl Forest, and sometimes I cannot believe the freebies that they make available, because I would have absolutely paid money for this. I I actually don't think I'm gonna stitch this in the Owl Forest flosses. Owl Forest flosses are like just fantastic and a lot of times make a really big difference in the look of a piece, but I actually think this will look really nice with solid colors and or maybe some colors that are a little bit less variegated than these. So I'm just gonna do the DMC conversion and then maybe I'll convert again into overdyes that I have. And then finally, this one, again, not a freebie, we have Autumn is Coming Mini Quaker. This is by Stitches Through the Years. And they have a few Quakers like this. I have at least one more. And they just have really cute little motifs, and the longer you look at it, the more you see. And I think this would be a really fun stitch, and it's really small. So that's everything from the small category. Moving on to my medium autumn patterns. We have another amazing Owl Forest freebie. This one is called Pumpkin Color Autumn. And I think this entire chart is amazing, but I just don't have the ability to stitch another huge chart. So I'm gonna cut this in half, and hopefully you're seeing on the screen where I'm gonna cut it, but I'm basically not gonna do the top half. I think those houses are really cute, but I just don't need them, and the pumpkins on the bottom with the owl and the squirrel, that's all I need in life. All right, I've got an Erica Michaels here. This is Fall for Autumn. This is charted on 40 count gauze as full coverage, but I will probably not do that. I will probably just do that on a neutral background because that is far too much stitching for me. I've got another one out of the Blackbird Autumn book. And this one is, where is it? Here we go. This is the First Winds of Autumn, and it's a berry. That's what it looks like. And this bird is beautiful. Let me see, I think the book has another picture. Oh, yeah, they do. And there you go, you can see what the rest of that bird looks like. I just think it's so cool looking. And this one like doesn't speak to me as loudly all the time, but there's one day where I'm gonna be like, I desperately need to stitch that, and I'm gonna pull this one out. Next we have something I was inspired to get by Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff. This is from the book Quilts for All Seasons by Paula Vaughn. And Jessie Marie is like doing all of the quilts in this book. I am not going to do that. There's really just one that speaks to me, and it speaks to me. When I saw Jessie stitching this, I was like, I need that right now. I need that right now. How do I get that book? I bought it off of eBay, and this is it. This is November Quilt, and this is full of partial stitches. I assume back stitching as well. But I'm into it. I'm so into it. Next, I think the rest are digital patterns. For my medium projects, we have Autumn Letter by Elena Michikina. I got this from my bobbin as well. So they've got an awesome selection of those Russian and Ukrainian designers. And I mean, just look at that. Look at the beautiful colors of that. How could I not want that? Going from beautiful colors to some muted monochromatic, we have Autumn Quilt Tree from Hello from Liz Matthews. And I can't get enough of this. I think it's amazing. The only thing I am not like totally into is the boat at the top. That's probably supposed to be like the Mayflower or something, but I'm not really into that. So I'll probably put a pumpkin up there or something. I don't know. I'll figure out something else to put up there. And finally, in the medium category, we have Autumn Sampler by Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts. I got this off of Etsy. This is the same designer that runs the Stitching Book Club, but she also does non-book related projects. And I believe there are multiple. I don't know if there's one for every season, but there's definitely a series of these. I think there must be one for every season. And I really like it. All right, we're nearing the end of the autumn patterns. Next we have the large category. Only a few in this category. We have one final one out of the Blackbird Autumn book. And that is this sampler right here. It is called Mighty Acorn. And the phrase on it says, "Mighty oaks from little acorns grow," which I think is really cute. And the like prim autumn colors are so beautiful, just awesome earth tones, and I love it. Next we have Autumn Still Life by Owl Forest. And this I have partially kitted up. I have it in this Love You More sleeve. And I have the flosses from Owl Forest. This is the 40 count set of flosses. And I also have the snail needle winder that goes with it, which is very cute, but I just need fabric. And finally, in the large category for autumn patterns, this is a new chart to me, and again, a Jessie Marie inspiration. I saw her stitching this, and I've wanted it ever since I saw it. Joann's had a cross-stitch kit sale, and so I grabbed it. This chart is not easy to read. The back stitches just all on top of the stitches, and it's gonna be a time. We'll see. We'll see. All right, and then finally we have huge autumn patterns. I have no autumn BAPs. These are the biggest autumn patterns that I have. So first we have from Owl Forest, we have, what is the name of this? Bounteous Autumn. That's what it looks like. And this is the full kit. This is, I believe, 32 count? 28 count. 28 count, this is just the way the kit came. And then I have Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Matthews. I have this partially kitted up in this Love You More Studio bag. I might actually have this completely kitted. No, I don't. I thought I had fabric for this, but I don't. Oh, excuse me. So here's what that looks like. And so I have all the called for flosses for that. I'm not a huge fan of working with Weeks Dye Works floss, but the colors on this are worth it to me. So I will push through not loving how their flosses feel. And also, just a note about this one, I'm not gonna do this completely as charted. I'm gonna do all the pumpkins as charted, and then I might just cut out the words entirely, or I might rechart something to go there. I have not decided yet. So that was it for autumn. Let's do my Halloween patterns now. So I am not a big Halloween stitcher. Sorry, I'm pulling them up while I talk. I'm not a big Halloween stitcher. Halloween is not really my jam. But occasionally why is this not working? Hold on. It's because I'm not very smart. That's why. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying was that Halloween is not really my jam, but sometimes I feel left out. And sometimes I get a little spark of inspiration. So my Halloween category is a little bit broad because anything like vaguely spooky I put into this category because I want to feel like I'm part of the group when everyone's stitching Halloween this time of year. So starting off with something that's not really Halloween, but I've kind of made Halloween for me is Snail with Skull. This is by Alyssa Oknius. I got this from mybobbin.com and I just think it's so cool, the snail coming out of the skull, and like, man, I just think that's really cool looking and a little spooky. So that's the only Halloween mini that I have. So next I have a few Halloween smalls. Let's start with one I have partially kitted. This is by Tiny Modernist. This is Mouse's Halloween Stitching. And I picked this up from a friend who was destashing some stuff. And I have most of the flosses, really any of the flosses that I care about that really go for like the main effect, like the orange I have and this dark color, the gray color I have. That's good enough for me. That's pretty much anything that I need. And I have that in a Love You More sleeve. Next, I have patterns that are falling all over. Next, I have Halloween Acorns by The Blue Flower. And you know, this isn't really Halloween-y, but it's called Halloween Acorns, so I put it in my Halloween category. It's got a very autumnal vibe regardless. And finally, in my Halloween smalls, I have Hildy's Hayride. This is by Michelle Bendy Stitchy. And again, I mean, it's a little spooky, so I put it in the Halloween category. All right, I have just one Halloween medium pattern, and this is by Plum Street Samplers. This is Halloween Delivery. And I just love the look of this carriage and the pumpkins in there. So cute. Moving on to Halloween Large. So I already showed in my intro of this series, we have Baba Yaga by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This was an exclusive to the Black Needle Society Halloween box. And I didn't buy the box, but I did get this out of the vault, out of the Black Needle Society vault. And then we have, again, like sort of spooky, but really not specifically Halloween. We have by Bendy Stitchy, the Rolodex Morning Sampler. And the phrase on here says, "No grave can hold my body down, I'll crawl home to her." And this willow is really what got me. The picture is not doing it justice. The willow is so beautiful. And I do actually have a Halloween huge pattern. So a reminder, my huge category is between 200 and 250 stitches square. So this pattern is 231 by 171 stitches. This is a big girl. This is by Sarcy Girl. It is Little Sarcy Witch. And I mean, the way I've spoken about the Pandemic 2020 sampler that I have in my whip pile by her, I feel this way and more about this little witch pattern. I just love it so much. The colors speak to me so much. And I cannot wait to stitch it, but I need to reduce my number of large patterns or huge patterns in my whip pile before I can crack this one. But man, I cannot wait to stitch this. So that was it. Those are all of my autumn and Halloween patterns. Autumn is like my favorite time of year. I love it so much this time of year. And I really don't have that much going in my whip pile for autumn. So we may be seeing a start from this pile sometime very, very soon. If you have anything that you're like burning for me to start, or anything from this pile that I've enabled you with that you already have and want to start, or that you didn't already have and you just bought because I showed it to you, definitely let me know in the comments below. That always makes me smile. And I will see you back here for the next stash dive in November, where I'm gonna go through my Thanksgiving patterns and my Hanukkah patterns, because Hanukkah starts the Monday after Thanksgiving. So I gotta get those in before Hanukkah. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.